Evans' three-point shot.
It's a powering shot, baby.
Takes it to the house. The following is a production of the Rough Rider broadcast team, a presentation of Watlington and Shires Productions. NetSN and Azalea Orthopedics brings you Northeast Texas Sports, the 2024 season.
Hey, good afternoon, softball fans. Welcome to the big broadcast right here on the NetSN. I am your host, Larry Pierce, here this afternoon into this very pivotal playoff seeding game is what we've got going on here. We have made the trip over here to beautiful Cushing, Texas, home of the Cushing Galcats. The Bearcats and the Galcats here is where we are. We're at Cushing Stadium, beautiful stadium here, 200 feet down the lines, and just a very nice stadium here for us. And just a big thank you to all the good folks here at Cushing, making us feel welcome and getting us all hooked up here as we're ready to go for a big broadcast here this afternoon. Now, what is important about this game? Okay, the way it's looking like right now, Beckville has taken the top spot, and right now it is Timpson at number 2 and Shelbyville at number 3 with the identical records. That's just the way that they've got them set down in there. Now, we got to play a game here today to find out who's going to be the number 2 seed, who's going to be number 3 seed, and the Lady Rams of Joaquin have already locked in that number 4 seed. So once they find out about that going on here today, then they should be able to find out exactly who's going to be where, and that's going to be seeding. So you definitely want to be that number 2 seed over the number 3 seed because you want that better seeding. You know, you'll be a home team, and the way everything goes is 2 out of 3 as you get ready to go for, the playoffs and things going on here today too. So here we go as we're ready to go for this one. Is a Short Farmer State Bank pregame show. As our pregame show, they're ready to go. No injuries to report from Hope Medical and Ray Jones keys to the game. Just playing everything you got, because if you're playing for seeding, you're trying to get number 2 seed here over your rival team here, Shelbyville and Timpson. Got a good crown and big trip here from both Timpson and Shelbyville here in into Cushing here today. So it's our Farmer State Bank pregame show. Rolling on and wrapping up, getting ready for the start of this one here, as we'll get that for you in the first pitch on the way here live from Cushing on NetSN.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
Serving our communities for over a century, Farmers State Bank continues to meet the financial needs of East and Central Texas with roots that run deep, Farmers State Bank serves as a source of financial strength to meet the needs of our neighbors. From a comprehensive range of financial products to individual service, we remain dedicated to being a true community bank. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams.
At Hope Community Medicine, they believe that more than medicine is needed when providing quality care for their patients. With locations throughout East Texas, the vision is to give hope to those who seek a better life by caring for their body, mind, and soul, and not about their ability to pay. Through the network of staff and locations, Hope seeks to be primary provider of medical, dental, and behavioral health. Because the difference that Hope makes is the difference between night and day. Hope Community Health.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here ready to go for the start of this one. Thanks to Farm State Bank on our pregame show here. Let's go around the horn, as it will be the Timpson Lady Bears. They will be the home team here today. Grigsby will be in the circle. Ham will be behind the dish, and her sister Ham will be over there at first. Cornelius at second. Stewart is at short. Cruz is at third. Garza will be in left. Jackson will be in center, and McDonald will be out of there in right field. It will be Jones, Lavelle, Bass, Harley, Snell, Lawson, Jones, Chambers, and Harvey in the batting lineup here for the Lady Shelbyville Dragons. Around the horn for you will be Jones. Taylor Jones will be in the circle here today, and her battery mate will be Lavelle, Carsey Lavelle behind the dish. Bass at first, Harley will be at second, Snell is at short, Jones is at third, Chambers is in right, Harvey's is in center, and out there in left field is Lawson. Can't read my own handwriting here, folks, but the teams are getting introduced right now here in Cushing. So a very important game going on here today. Also, you know, coming up here this week, we actually have games that could go all week long here this week here on NetSN. Not only for myself going along through it this week too, but coming up tomorrow, we're going to be covering these same two teams. So we'll move over to baseball. We'll be in Shelbyville tomorrow evening for the baseball game, or the final regular season game there for the Shelbyville Dragons. And Timpson Bears may have the game or two there, but Shelbyville Dragons trying to hold on and see if they can maybe force a playoff there for that number one spot. You know, that's still one thing to come up there for on the baseball side, as the Garrison Bulldogs was able to beat Shelbyville 1-0 the other night, and it was probably a very good game as we were covering the Lady Dragons over there in Beckville for the district title. So Beckville did take it. Excuse me. So here today it is between Timpson and Shelbyville for the second and third spot. So once we'll figure that out here, and then we'll get ready to go for some softball playoffs, and that is coming up as well. Good luck to the Center Lady Rough Riders, as they were able to make the playoffs for the first time in many years. So congratulations to the Lady Rough Riders. They'll take on Bullard. And from what I understand, there's been a change in the way that's going to go down, as it will be a Wednesday doubleheader there in Rusk. And then it will be game 3, if necessary, will be Friday in Rusk. From what I understand, they're looking at some weather, there's possibility there. So all kinds of things coming up too. And plus, once we get onto the baseball side, you know, right now it is Garrison, Shelbyville, and it looks like Gary, and probably Joaquin or Timpson could even get in there too. So there's a couple of different things that can end up there in that last game coming up here. Last few games for all these teams going to be very important as we get to the end of the softball season here today, and at the end of the baseball season coming up later in the week. We probably are looking at maybe Wednesday. We're going to be in St. Augustine for West Sabine and St. Augustine over there. Haven't got down to see the Wolves this year, so I'd like to do that. And then Thursday we'll probably be somewhere doing softball playoffs. That's kind of where we're looking at things here. We're just kind of taking it day by day this week. So right now, as the teams are getting introduced here, as we're in Cushing and getting ready for this playoff seeding game here on the NetSN. Stay with us, folks. We'll be right back for the first pitch. It is on the way here on NetSN.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with Best of Nacogdoches and Best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's
Alrighty, let's play some ball. What do you think? Here we go from Cushing in this playoff seeding game here between the rivals Shelbyville and Timpson. I don't know. There's always a rival, it seems like, in the Piney Woods area over there for us, isn't it? That's for sure, for sure. All right, so we're ready to go here on this one. Well, I tell you, I got a lot of volume. I'm gonna keep myself down a little bit. There we go. And 1-2, 1-2. Okay, we're good there. All right, we're sitting ready to go here. Grigsby will be into the circle. I've called us some games for both of these teams throughout the year. Seen both these pitchers and this lineup through here for both Coach Motion and Coach Brewster. And very good teams here. And I tell you, there's been some great games played between these two teams. And we're sitting ready to go here for first pitch. Ready to go. Let me get my, there we are. All right. So Grigsby and Ham behind the dish. Up first will be Jones, the pitcher for the Lady Dragons. Going to see if she can get something started here. And both these teams, you know, was kind of up and down a little bit to start off this season, but then they've really come on here at the end. And tell you, the Beckville Lady Bearcats looking very, very solid here to lead this district. And both these teams, you know, played very well against them. Shelbyville had a split with them this year, so ended up forcing a third game between the two squads, which Beckville was able to get the win. So here we are, ready to go. As Grigsby ready to pitch here to her opponent, Jones. First pitch in there for D-Rack 1. Oh, 1-2 as Jones steps right back in. Up high outside, and that's now a 1-on-1 count. Swing and a miss, and took a little something off that one. Got Jones to chase after that one. It's now 1-2. Coach Mason down the third base line. Coach Clark down the first base line. For the Lady Dragons here today. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. No complete strikeout as good as get away, but out to number 1 there. And first strikeout of the day for Grigsby. So 1 out. Nobody on. Lavelle comes to the plate here, the catcher for Lady Dragons. Step up here, ready to go. That's a shot. He's going to get off the third base glove. Cruz's glove, get out into left field. So Lavelle's going to be on with a single. A nice try there by Cruz, but it just gets off the end of her glove as it was towards the shortstop side. And now to put the runner on here. And here comes the first baseman, Laney Bass, to the plate. So the runner over at first. 1 out. Bass will step up here, ready to go against Grigsby. That's a low ball 1 to her. One over to Bass. She steps right back in here. Grigsby bringing it. And that's up high. It'll go 2-0. Bass ready to go 2-0 to her. That's in there for a strike called. Good pitch there from Grigsby. Yeah, it'll go 2-1. So Lavelle with a single off the Third baseman's glove, Cruz. Ooh, we'll say she did not go. Pulled up 3-1. Bass just did pull it back in time. Harley will be on deck here for Lady Dragons. They're trying to put something together with a runner on and 1 out. 3-1 to Bass. Grigsby to the plate. Swing and a miss. Now makes it full 3-2. Grigsby definitely like to get the strikeout here. Don't worry about that runner over there. 1 strikeout already and 1 out. Has a full count here to Bass. Bass steps in. Heads up back there, fouling it off. Full count remains here as Grigsby ready to deliver to Bass. Here's the pitch. That's up high for ball 4. So base on balls on a strikeout here, but that puts runners now at first and second here for the Lady Dragons. Only 1 out. So here comes Harley to the plate to the second baseman. Runners in first and second here with only 1 out. Trying to bunt her way on. Sends that one back to the screen. It'll be 0-1 to her. So Lady Dragons trying to put together something here to get 1 run across, if not more, into this first inning. Harley steps back in. Snell will be on deck. That's up high. 1-1 to count. One to Harley. Grigsby swing and misses. Harley now down to 1-2. Grigsby bringing the rise ball, gets her to swing through it. 1-2 count. Grigsby trying to work out of trouble here, looking to get this out here at the plate. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Nice job there by Grigsby. That's out number 2. So with 2 outs now, runners at first and second. That'll bring up the shortstop Snell to the plate. So Snell coming up here, trying to move the runners around with 2 outs here in the top of the first. That's in there for a strike on the outside edge, 0-1 to her. To Snell. Right back in she goes. Grigsby sends it up high outside. 1-1 to count. So Grigsby trying to get out of this inning without any damage here. Ready for pitch number 29. She's got Snell down 1-1. Swing and a miss now 1-2. Turning pitch number 19. Pitch number 20 on the way here. 1-2 to Snell. Lawson on deck. If Snell can get on, swing and a miss for the strikeout. A good job there by Grigsby to come back here after getting a couple on and getting the 3 strikeouts here to get to the 3 outs. And so it will be 1 hit and 2 left. No errors here by the Lady Tigers Lady Bears, Grigsby, Cruz, and Stewart on their way to the plate when we come back right here on NetSN.
There's never been a better time to give yourself a great night's sleep than now with Blake Furniture's mattress clearance sale. For a limited time, choose any of our luxurious Serenity Sleep complete sets and pay only the price of a mattress. You heard right. Buy a Serenity Sleep mattress and get the box spring absolutely free. Combine our already low prices with this offer, and you won't find a better deal in East Texas on a quality set of bedding. With Blake Furniture's fast delivery and easy in-store financing, you can't afford to miss another great night's rest with Serenity Sleep bedding.
For Matthews Realty, going above and beyond is what's expected. This is agency owner Colin Matthews. Our team of seasoned real estate professionals believe in giving their clients an advantage in any real estate transaction. Matthews Realty has a reputation of highly personalized service. Matter of fact, it's our #1 priority. From commercial and residential properties, poultry farms to beach rentals, our team works hard so you don't have to.
Call Matthews Realty 598-7800 or see their complete listings at matthewsrealty.com.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here ready to go for the bottom half of the first inning. It will be Grigsby, Cruz, and Stewart up first. 3 here against the pitcher. Jones into the circle. Jones in the circle. Lavelle behind the dish. Bassett first. Harley at second. Snell short. Jones is at third. Lawson left. Harvey in center. And Chambers right fielder here for the Lady Dragons as we get ready to go for the bottom half of the first. No score in this playoff seeding game. Trying to find out who's going to be the second seed in this district here. As playoffs will probably start on Thursday, depending. Here's some weather on the way, so could be some Wednesday games in there, just kind of see how things go. But more than likely on Thursday and Friday will we see some of these playoff games as we get some pairings coming down for both of these teams, as well as Beckville and Joaquin out of this district. And I do believe that now a little bit farther south, because he's some West Sabine and some Coleman Hill and Corrigan Camden down there for some softball as well. So here we go. Jones bringing it in, C-Rack 1 here to Grigsby. Oh, 1 to her. Grigsby right in. That's up high, 1-1. I see both of these teams just try to pick away at each other unless somebody just has a big breakout inning. And just some really big mistakes go somewhere along the way. I really do think this is going to be a tight ball game all the way through. Grigsby now ahead 2-1 here as Jones bringing it. That's in it for a strike, 2-2. Jones bringing the heat that time. So Grigsby will stand back in with a 2-2 count. That's going to be low. It'll be full. And first time I've done a softball game here where there's actually 4 umpires onto the field. And 1 behind the dish, 1 down first base line, 1 down third base line, 1 out there in the field. It's usually just a couple, so maybe we'll make sure we get the plays are done right here. There's a shot right up to the center shortstop, and that is Snell going to pick it up and has a little trouble with it on the glove there. Going to get away, and Grigsby's going to be on.
Now batting, number 4.
We're going to call that a base hit there. All right. So leadoff runner on here for the Lady Bears of Timpson. And here comes Cruz to the plate. Third baseman now with the runner over at first. That's on the outside edge for a strike call. So strike 1 to her. Cruz made a diving attempt at a ball that just got off the end of her glove there in the top of the first. Looking to maybe bunt her way on and pulls it back. Now it's a 1-1 count to her. Stewart on deck for the Lady Bears here after Cruz. That's a shot right there, and it's going to be in foul ground. Oh, nice try there by Harley, making a run there from second base, but not able to catch up to it, and it'll be a foul ball. It'll be a 1-2 count. First baseman Bass there. Looks like she might have lost it in the sunshine. Didn't have a shot at it. Hardy caught a glimpse of it there from second. Tried to rush over there to the right field line and out of play and in foul ground. 1-2 now the count. In grows Cruz with 1-2 counts. That one's high and just out of play. And stays 1-2. So with a 1-2 count to Cruz. She'll be right back in here with Stewart on deck. Runner over at first is Grigsby, reaching. There's a shot. It's going to get out into center field. Center fielder looking back, and it's going to get over Harvey's head. coming around from first, going to hold up there at second and third. Nice double there for Cruz. So that'll put runners now at second and third here on the second hit of the inning for the Lady Bears. So with no outs, Lady Bears now have runners in scoring position at second and third. And that'll bring Stewart to the plate to shortstop with a chance to bring in a couple here in the bottom of the first for the Lady Bears. Stewart standing in, checking in with Coach Brewster down the third base line as he's having a chat with Grigsby standing over there at third. Swing and a miss for Stewart, 0-1. Jones looking to work the hitter here. At first base open. Definitely don't want to load him up here with no outs as Stewart stands in. High fly ball, and that's going to be a long strike out of play. 0-2. So Jones looking for that first out. Trying to keep those runners at second and third here. Kirby reaches on a hit off the glove of the shortstop Snell. Then Cruz gets on here with a big double. Stewart stands in 0-2. Nice job staying away from it there for Stewart. Now 1-2 the count. Ham will be on deck here. The catcher, Stewart, stands back in. 1-2 to her. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. That's out number one. Big strikeout right there for Taylor Jones.
Number 13, Claire Ham.
Out number one. Leaving runners over second and third here with one out. Here comes Ham to the plate. Ham looking to get a base knock here to bring in a run or two. That one's on the outside edge for T-Rack 1. Having to pitch herself out a little bit of trouble in the top half of the first was Grigsby. Now here is Jones having to do the same. And it goes 1-1 for Ham. Not chasing that tall one outside. Cornelius on deck with Ham right back in with a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fouling it off on the right side, 1-2. So ahead of the hitter now is Jones, trying to get that second out here. As the Bears are trying to put one across. If not two, Ham can get a hold of one. Speed on the base paths. Brewster may send two of them in. Here's Ham ready to go with a 1-2 count. Jones bringing it on the inside. Great job by Lavelle to stay in front of it. Not allowing it to get past her and the runs to come in. So it's a 2-2 count here to Ham. Swing and a miss, and Jones gets her to swing at it. End of the strikeout. That's out number 2. And a nice job there by Jones to get to the strikeout. And now coming to the plate is going to be Cornelius, the second baseman. She'll step up here. Runners at second and third. So 2 hits. Putting runners at second and third here to lead off. And then nice job here by the Lady Dragons as they get out of trouble. Another pop-up out here by Cornelius. So that will do it here for the Lady Bears in the first inning. We'll go to the second. It will be Lawson, Jones, and Chambers coming to the plate when we come back. And there's no score here in this playoff seeding game from Cushing here on NetSN.
At Aurora Concepts, our team of doctors and advanced practice providers are highly trained and qualified in family medicine. We strive to provide our patients guidance towards the healthiest lifestyle possible, no matter their age. We offer a full spectrum of family medicine, including scheduled appointments, telehealth services you can do from home, and walk-in visits with no appointment. We accept all major insurances, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we also have the most competitive self-pay rates in the area. For highly trained expert care in East Texas, choose Aurora Concepts. Let us take care of you.
So many things get started at Pizzeria. You start your party off with a pizza from the pizzeria. You get your celebration started. You get your season started. For a lot of us, our passion with pizza started at the pizzeria, a tradition since 1960s. It's the Pizzeria just off the square in Center.
All right, folks, we're back here ready to go to the second inning. It will be Lawson, Jones, and Chambers coming up here against Grigsby. Grigsby, 1 inning of work through 20 pitches, 3 strikeouts, 1 base on balls. She gave up the 1 hit. And no errors for her team behind her. And no runs. She gets ready to face the freshman Lawson. Excuse me, folks. So Lawson steps in here ready to go. Both teams threatening into that first inning. See what happens here as we go to the second. So Lawson step up here ready to go for the first time. Coach Mason down the third baseline. Coach Clark down the first baseline. And Lawson reaches out there, sends that one off foul. It's 0-1 to her. On to Lawson, ready to go. Grigsby has a sign she likes from Ham. Here's the pitch. High outside, it'll be a 1-1 count. Jones on deck, Chambers in the hole for the Lady Dragons. Here in the second, no score. 1-1 to Lawson. That's in there for a strike, 1-2. Took a little something off of that one. Did Grigsby. And gets ahead of the hitter now, 1-2. Base hitters are going to be a premium in this game, I do believe. These two pitchers. There's a strikeout. That's out number 1. That's strikeout number 4 for Grigsby on the day. Here comes Jones, the third baseman. She'll come to the plate for the first time here. 1 out, nobody on. So in goes Jones, ready to go. Grigsby bringing it. Low outside, ball 1. Jones standing right in. They can get on and just get something started. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Right fielder Chambers on deck. 1 out, nobody on for the Lady Dragons here, top of the second. Grigsby delivers, swing and a miss to Jones. It's 1-2. 1-2 count. Outside, can't get her to go after that one. It'll be a 2-2 count to her. Jones right back in. Here we go. Heads up out there. Count remains 2-2. Two count here to Jones. After the foul ball. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts here. 4 strikeouts in a row here for Grigsby. As Chambers comes to the plate here. Harvey will be on deck here as Chambers steps in, 2 outs and nobody on. Strike 1 to her. So Bree Chambers, lefty, stands in here against Grigsby. Trying to slap bunt her way on. That's now 0-2 to her. So Chambers trying to avoid a 3-up, 3-down here inning into the second as Grigsby's trying to finish him off. Foul ball off to the screen, and it will stay 0-2. Lefty Chambers right back in. Here's the 0-2 from Grigsby. call. Steve Rackley rung her up. So 5 straight strikeouts for Grigsby here on the afternoon. And that will do it here for the Lady Dragons in the second inning as they get no hits, nobody left on, and no errors, and nobody comes in. We will go to the bottom half of the second inning. Ham, McDonald, and Garza come to the plate when we come back here on NetSN.
Sparky D's Bargain Store. Who are we? We're an online auction store. You'll find us on Facebook only. We're located in Center, Texas. Check us out as we have auctions going on right now. It's Sparky D's Bargain Store, an online auction store that can save you lots of money. Go check out our page, bid on items you like, and save yourself a lot of money. It's Sparky D's Bargain Store, Facebook only, located in Center. At Sparky D's Bargain Store, we'll save you more.
Your local bank is on the move with improvements to 2 locations. One on the World Wide Web. What used to be ShelbySavingsBank.com is now SSBTex.com, a more powerful and user-friendly website. And at the original Selma Street location, a new lobby to better serve you. Improvements to the corner of Shelbyville and Selma, and at the intersection of your device and the World Wide Web, it's SSB, same bank, new look.
Oh, there we go. Back here, folks, as we get ready to go for the bottom half of the second inning. No score in this playoff seeding game here between the Lady Bears of Timpson and the Lady Dragons of Shelbyville. Thanks for joining us here on NetSN here this afternoon. All right, it will be Ham, McDonald, and Garza come to the plate. Both teams have made some noise there into that first inning, but pitchers were able to take care of business there into the circle. Some noise was made out there on the base paths, but nobody comes across. And then a 3-3 down there into the top half of the second. We'll see what Jones can do here against Ham, McDonald, and Garza in the bottom half of the second inning. And I thought I cleared that off. Now we're ready to go with it. First pitch from Jones, outside, ball 1 to Ham. 22 pitches now here for Jones. And she had the 2 strikeouts, no base on balls. She gave up the 2 hits and no runs and no errors on her team behind her. 1-0 to Ham, back in she goes. That's in there for a call strike, 1-1. Right fielder McDonald standing in the on-deck circle. Swing and a miss here from Ham. It's now 1-2. 2 of the best Pineywood pitchers going after each other today, in Grigsby and Jones. And that's up high for Ham, now 2-2. Ham ready with the 2-2. Just missing up outside on the outside edge. It's now 3-2. Check in with Coach Brewster down the third baseline. Back in goes Ham. 3-2 pitch on the way from Jones. That's low for ball 4. So leadoff hitter on here. One of the first base on balls given up.
Number 9, McDonald.
Here comes McDonald to the plate. As now with the runner over at first. After the base on balls here, no outs. Ham strolls over to first base. So coming up now, McDonald, the right fielder. And Jones delivers. Ball on the outside, ball 1 to her. One over to McDonald as Coach Brewster with the signs down the third base line. And McDonald goes back in with the 1-0. It's going to slap it right down the first base side there. Nice job there for Jones as she'll flip it up on the sacrifice bunt by McDonald. Moves her around. And that's 1 out. So a nice sack bunt here by McDonald. And that moves the runner now over to second and into scoring position here for the Lady Bears. As Garza comes to the plate. So runner scoring position here is trying to manufacture a run. Both teams probably going to have to try that a lot here, and that's going to be off the edge of the bat. Just fouls it back just far enough out of the reach of Lavelle there for foul ball. 0-1 to her. And reaching on a base on balls. First one given up there by there's Lavelle. Nice job here in a foul ground. Going to catch the bunt attempt up into the air, and a nice job there by Lavelle. She comes down with it here in foul ground for out number 2. Good job there by the catcher. Here comes Jackson to the plate. Number 9 hitter. She'll come up here. Runner over at second. Now 2 outs after the sacrifice bunt, and then a fly ball here to the catcher. Jones gets her to swing at the high one. 0-1 to her. Jackson back in here, ready to go. Jones has a sign she likes, bringing it, swinging and a miss now to Jackson. It's 0-2. To Jackson. Right back she goes. Jones delivers high outside. 1-2 now the count to her. Jackson trying to get a hold of one and bring the runner in from second. Sends that one back foul. It stays 1-2. Just underneath that one. Playing about mid-depth there for the outfielders. Cruz got one over the center fielder's head earlier. That one's fouled off on the right side. And it will stay 1-2. Working the pitch count here for Jones. So Jackson back in, 1-2 count to her. A few foul balls here. Swinging and a miss for the strikeouts. And that's the third out. And that'll be the third strikeout of the afternoon here for Jones as we get no hits, 1 left, and no errors for the Lady Dragons. We will go to the third. Harvey, Jones, and Lavelle will be coming to the plate when we come back right here on a NetSN.
Father, for lunch today, I would like a salad.
Father, for lunch, I'd like one of those American cheeseburgers.
I'm a vegetarian.
Cheeseburger, that's what I need. Ice cream.
Oh, when everyone in your family thinks they're royalty, take them.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
All righty, folks, back here ready to go to the third inning. No score in this playoff seeding pairing game here. Playing for second and third place here into the district. Makes a big difference here as home team and away team there and where you might be playing as well. As we get ready to go to the third inning, both these pitchers pitching very, very well here today. Grigsby's back into the circle here for the third inning. She'll face Harvey, Jones, and Lavelle. And that'll be the first 3. She's thrown 34 pitches, got 5 strikeouts, and 1 base on balls. Make that 6 strikeouts, sorry, folks. 1 base on balls. And she's only given up the 1 hit so far into this ball game. So ready to go here against Harvey for the first time. First pitch high into the air there. Oh, Cruz and Grigsby both coming in at it, and it's going to be Grigsby coming down with it. It's almost a big collision right there down the first baseline for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out here for Grigsby. And top of the order will go. Here comes Jones to the plate. She's 0 for 1. Had a strikeout her first time at the plate. And we'll step up here now with 1 out, nobody on. Into the third. That's in there for a strike called to her. 0-1. Lavelle will be on deck here with 1 out, nobody on. Jones right back in. Fouling it back to the screen. We'll go 0-2. So an 0-2 count to her. Jones trying to do something to get her, help her own cause here into this third. Break the 0-0 tie. Steps in, here's the pitch from Grigsby. High, 1-2. Grigsby definitely not wanting to give up a hit to her opponent, just the same way Jones doesn't want to give up a hit to Grigsby whenever she faces her. So it's 1-2 here. And off the end of the bat, 1-2 stays the count. A lot of foul ground here in Cushing. From the baseline to the dugouts, there is quite a bit of foul ground here. As Locke might say, enough foul ground to punish a catcher. So here we go with the 1-2. That's off the end of the bat, and it'll go right back there to Grigsby into the circle, making the play. And that's outs number 2. 2 fly ball outs to the pitcher here. So with 2 outs, nobody on. Here comes the catcher Lavelle to the plate. Had the only hit here so far for the Lady Dragons. Little runner there, out to there to Cruz. Cruz going to pick it up, having a little, Cruz just bobbles it. Oh, man, unfortunate there for Cruz. As it's Lavelle reaching onto the error by the third baseman. So Lita, the runner on here with 2 outs. And it'll be an error on the Lady Bears. Boy, I tell you, that just kind of got off the edge of her glove there and she wasn't able to wrangle it up. Here comes Bass to the plate now. 2 outs and a runner on. Up high, ball 1 to her. So 1-0 to Bass. She stands right back in, trying to move Lavelle off first base here with 2 outs. That's in there for a strike call, 1-1. One to Bass. That's going to be a shot, and it'll get over to right center field, and it will get down into the fence. Coach Mason is going to bring her home around from first, and Bass is going to hold over there at first. But the Lady Dragons will strike first here on the RBI single, bringing Lavelle around from third for the score. And the Lady Dragons will now take a 1-0 lead with 2 outs. So 1-0 now, Lady Dragons here as Hardy comes to the plate. Still a runner over at first. Fouls it back to the screen, 0-1. Bass probably could have got over to second, but decided to stay at first as a little bit of the ball coming in there right around the second base pads, and that's probably why she stayed over there at first. Probably a good decision. Give you an opportunity for another hitter to come to the plate here with 2 outs. Harley comes up 0-1 to her. Swing and a miss now, 0-2. So 0-2 the count here to Harley. Pitch on the way. That's a shot left side, out of play. Staying 0-2. Snell will be on deck. Lady Dragons, they now lead at 1-0 here in the top of the third. Right back in goes Harley. Here's the pitch on the way. High fly ball over to the left side. It'll get out of play. Staying 0-2. So the 0-2 count here to Harley after the foul balls. Ready to step right back in here. Be pitch number 50 for Grigsby, who's pitched very well here today. That's low. Staying away from that one is Harley, 1-2. Got 2 outs here to start in this third, and then give up the error, and then a single turned into an RBI, and that's going to be a. So I thought that was a strikeout there at the plate. Okay. So that's.
Don't matter if first base is occupied. Clear. Go to take the ball to third. Pick the ball up and go to third. First base was occupied, but there was 2 outs.
So she's safe over at first. Okay, so all right. So now here we go. Is everybody's going to be safe? Now runners at first and second. Because Brewster wants an explanation on it. So now that will put runners at first and second here. So another discussion going on out here. Now all of them are going to have a discussion over here down by the third base line. So you see everybody over here. There's Mason over there as well. I know there's definitely 2 outs. I know if swing there. I'm not exactly sure why the long discussion here, but still trying to figure it out. They've called her safe down there at first. But now with 4 umpires here having a discussion about where we're going to go with it. So now they're going to call the runner out over at first. Okay, so now they called her safe after calling her out. And now she's safe, and now she's out again. So, okay. So we're going to get the strikeout here, and that's going to be the 3rd out, and that'll do it. And so they'll get 1 hit. They'll leave one error there by the Lady Bears. And that'll bring the Lady Bears to the plate. It will be the top of the order. Grigsby, Cruz, and Stewart will come to the plate here. It is a 1-0 ball game here. Shelbyville has now taken the lead here with a little bit of controversy to end of the top half of the 3rd. So we'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. The Lady Bears coming up, Grigsby, Cruz, and Stewart when we come back right here on the NetSN.
At Hope Community Medicine, they believe that more than medicine is needed when providing quality care for their patients. With locations throughout East Texas, the vision is to give hope to those who seek a better life by caring for their body, mind, and soul, and not about their ability to pay. Through the network of staff and locations, Hope seeks to be primary provider of medical, dental, and behavioral health. Because the difference that Hope makes is the difference between night and day. Hope Community Health.
Portacool, with over 30 years. Portacool, peak cooling, intelligent control.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here as we get ready to go for the bottom half of the 3rd inning. As 1-0 lead here for the Shelbyville Lady Dragons over Timpson. And the Lady Bears in this playoff seeding game. As we'll get the camera back out there where we can catch both bases. As conversations are now over. Still some conversations going on out there about that last call there. I think everybody was a little bit confused on some things. So, all right, here we go. As Grigsby steps to the plate, she got one of those 2 hits here, and that one's going to be a high fly ball, and it's going to go off of the top of the fence over Harvey's head. And coming in here, it's going to be Grigsby with a leadoff double for the Lady Bears, trying to answer back. As 1 run came in there into the top half of the 3rd. So Grigsby, the pitcher, trying to help her own cause, takes the first pitch she sees and drives it all the way out to the top half of the fence. Just off the top half of the fence out there for Grigsby. She's down over at second. Nice drive right there. Here comes Cruz to the plate. And I said Grigsby led off with a single. Cruz had a double right behind her. And they ended up at second and third there in the first and weren't able to advance. So here we go, trying to start it off here once again. And Grigsby getting down the line a little bit. Ball 1 here to Cruz. One-0 to Cruz. Stewart will be on deck for Lady Bears. So Cruz with a runner scoring position here, looking to find a way to tie this ball game. That's up high outside. It'll be 2-0 to her from Jones. Cruz 2-0, checking in with Coach Brewster down the third base line. Now has a sign she likes. She's ready to get right back in there. Here we go. Jones to the plate. High fly ball going to go out into center field. Harvey backing up underneath it. She'll make the play. Nice job keeping that hand out there. Tried to find the fence, make sure she wasn't going to run into it. And a good play there by Harvey out there in center field. 1 out. Coming to the plate, here comes Stewart. She's 0 for 1 at the plate today. One on scoring position here, and only one out. Now a chance for her to bring a run around. Yeah, see some catching the outside edge here is Jones to Stewart. T-Rack 1 to her. Ham will be on deck here, the Lady Bear catcher. Stewart 0 for 1 strikeout her first time up. Up high outside, 1-1. One to her. Foul tip, now goes 1-2. So 1-2 count here to Stewart. Jones looking for that second out. Stewart looking to drive one. They bring a run around. Here's the 1-2 from Jones. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. That's out number 2. And that's strikeout number 4 onto the afternoon here for Jones. Here comes Ham to the plate. 2 outs. Ham steps up here. 0 for 1 to plate. Take pitch high outside. Ball 1 to her. So once again here, the Lady Bears have an opportunity with a runner scoring position. And see if they can get a hold of one there, and that catches the outside edge. Now 1-1 to count. So Ham ready. Fouls that one back. It's now 1-2. So good job with Jones has now gotten ahead of the hitter here. Cornelius will be on deck if Ham can get on here. Here we go, the 1-2. Up high, 2-2 the count. Checking on Coach Brewster down the third base line. Tells her to get right back in there and get a hold of something. Bring that run around. Here's the 2-2 from Jones. Up high outside, full count. Pitch number 50 for Jones. To her 2 2/3. So full count, ready for the payoff pitch here to Ham. Here it comes. Up high, ball 4. The runner's now at first and second. Second base on balls given up here by Jones today. So that'll bring Cornelius to the plate. Had a fly ball out to the catcher, or to the pitcher here, back into the first inning to end the first. The runners at first and second, steps in here with 2 outs. Taking T-Rack 1. Oh, 1 to Cornelius, ready to go. That was going to be off the end of the bat, and that should be some interference right there, and it is. And I don't really think that Snell was going for the ball right there, and I don't really think it was anything intentional there from the runner, Grigsby, but she did run into her there, so that's going to do it for the out, as it is will be an interference call out there in the field for the third out. But they do get to the 1 hit. They'll leave one on, and no errors here by Shelbyville. We'll go to the 4th inning. 1-0 Lady Dragons with the lead. Snell, Lawson, and Jones coming to the plate when we come back right here on the Net SN.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters. Center Motor Company. From whatever angle you look at it, you see Ford. Ford trucks, SUVs like the Bronco, and iconic cars like the Mustang. A legacy managed by Kevin Jones and created by Ray Jones. Center Motor Company on Hurst Street in Center.
Sparky D's Bargain Store. Who are we? We're an online auction store. You'll find us on Facebook only. We're located in Center, Texas. Check us out as we have auctions going on right now. It's Sparky D's Bargain Store, an online auction store that can save you lots of money. Go check out our page, bid on items you like, and save yourself a lot of money. It's Sparky D's Bargain Store, Facebook only, located in Center. At Sparky D's Bargain Store, we'll save you more.
Alrighty, folks, we are back here ready to go for the fourth inning. 1-0 ball game here. Shelbyville Lady Dragons coming back up. It'll be Snell, Lawson, and Jones. The first three here against Grigsby, who's pitched very, very well. Grigsby with 51 pitches, 7 strikeouts. She's given up the 2 hits and the 1 run here. Her team does have 1 error behind her. She'll face Snell, who's 0 for 1 at the plate to start off here in the fourth inning. Swing and a miss, 0-1 to Snell. Saw that ad there for Sparky D's Bargain Store, folks. I know that they got an auction just started up here again today, so check them out on Facebook. It's Sparky D's Bargain Store on Facebook for that live auction. Check out all the great items they got going on there. All right, it is 0-2 at the plate here to Snell. Grigsby had a 1-2-3 inning with 3 strikeouts, 3 up, 3 down into the second. See if she can repeat that here. That's up high. Snell not going after that one, 1-2. Snell, the shortstop, ready to go. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and miss for the strikeout. Out number 1, that is strikeout number 8 onto the afternoon here for Grigsby. Here comes Lawson to the plate. She's 0 for 1, had a strikeout her first time up. 1 out, nobody on. Freshman stands in, swing and a miss. A little behind that one. Oh, 1 to Lawson. Pitch on the way. Grigsby gets up high. It's a 1-1 count. Taking him, Coach Mason down the third baseline. Lawson goes back in. Grigsby bringing the 1-1. Foul tip now makes it a 1-2 count. Lost a little check swing right there. Got a little piece of it for a foul tip. It's now 1-2 to her. Jones on the deck. Grigsby looking for out number 2 here. Back-to-back strikeouts if she can get it. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and there it is. Steve Reichout, number 9 for Grigsby onto the afternoon. Back-to-back strikeouts here in the fourth. Nice. So here comes Jones to the plate, third baseman. She's 0 for 1, struck out her first time up back in the second. Two outs, nobody on. Sends that one over to the right side, and it'll get out of play. Strike 1 to her. Chambers will be on deck if Jones can get on. She steps in here. Squares around, looking to bunt. Now pulls back. Up high inside. A little chin music, 1-1. So the 1-1 count. Jones takes that one. 2-1. Beautiful night here in Cushing. Tell you what, beautiful drive over here. It's my first time being here. It's a nice drive over here to Cushing. 2-2. It's a very nice scenery on the ride over here to Cushing from center area. So 2-2 now to Jones. And Grigsby looking to get a 1-2-3 inning once again here into the fourth. That's a shot that's going to get down into left field. And it'll go all the way down to the fence. Going around there and digging in for a second. That's going to be a 2-out double. 2-out double for Jones. She roped that one. So Chambers will come to the plate here. Runner in scoring position now, 2 outs. Chambers 0 for 1 at the plate today. Struck out her first time up. 1-0 Shelbyville as they're looking to Have a little 2-out rally here. See if they can push in another one. If Chambers can get a hold of one up high outside to the lefty, it's 1-0. Harvey will be on deck if Chambers can get on. Here's the pitch to her. Fouls it out to the screen. 1-1. Bree Chambers. Right fielder. 1-1 count to her. Grigsby bringing it. Catching that outside edge. It's 1-2. Getting ahead of the hitter here now. Nice pitch there for Grigsby. It's a great pitch here to the lefty as it breaks just to the right side box. And tell you what, lefty's a hard time getting after it, and it's catching the side. Here's a 1-2. Here it comes. Swing and miss for the strikeout. 3 strikeouts in this inning plus a hit. We'll get that out, and that's 10 strikeouts onto the afternoon here for Grigsby. So we will go to the bottom half of the 4th. Ham, McDonald, and Garza coming to the plate when we come back right here on the NetSN.
Covington Lumber and Building Supplies is in the capable hand of a 3rd generation of Covingtons. For shingles for your roof, to carpet for your floors, to Farrell Calhoun paint for the walls, bathroom fixtures, and everything in between, Covington's has it, as well as all the lumber you can shake a stick at. Lumber for your home or for other fun projects. You find it all at Covington's. Your local bank is on the move with improvements to 2 locations. One on the World Wide Web. What used to be ShelbySavingsBank.com is now SSBTex.com, a more powerful and user-friendly website. And at the original Selma Street location, a new lobby to better serve you. Improvements to the corner of Shelbyville and Selma, and at the intersection of your device and the World Wide Web, it's SSB, same bank, new look.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here. I can smell the popcorn. Oh, it smells good over here. All right, so here we go to the bottom half of the 4th. It will be Ham, McDonald, and Garza coming up here against Jones. Jones pitching very well through her 3 innings of work. She's thrown at 54 pitches. She's got 4 strikeouts, 2 base on balls. She's given up the 3 hits, no runs. Her team has no errors behind her so far, and only 1 error by the Lady Bears in this game as well. So here we go to the 4th inning. As Ham steps up, she reached on a base on balls. McDonald had a sacrifice bunt, and Garza 0 for 1. The first 3 up here against Jones as we go to the bottom half of the 4th. This 1-0 game in a playoff seeding matchup. Winner gets 2nd place in the district. It'll be Beckville, winner of this game. And then the loser of this game will be 3rd, and then Joaquin will be the number 4 spot. So here's Ham stepping in here, ready to go against Jones. And that was going to be a soft liner over to the right side and out of play. On to Ham, now outside. 1-1 to Ham. That's in there for the strike call to Ham. Now 1-2. Fouling that back to the screen, stays 1-2. So Ham standing right in here now with a 1-2 count, and the pitch on the way. Low on the inside and runs a 2-2. To lead off hitter Ham. Reached on a base on balls her first time up in the 2nd. And sends that one back to the screen. Stays 2-2. 2-2 count here to Ham. She comes right back in, ready to go. Jones bringing it. That's low. Full count. So McDonald will be on deck here. 1-0 ball game. Shelbyville with the lead. Full count here to Ham. That's a little runner right there to the first baseman, Bass, and she'll have it unassisted. Out number 1. All right, so coming to the plate here, I'm kind of giggling here about the outfield scoreboard. It's a little wonky there. So McDonald steps up here, had a sacrifice bunt her first time up the plate. Swings at that one, gets maybe a little piece, and it's 0-1 to her. And now we got 18-1 out there, and it's not quite the score here. 0-1 to McDonald up high outside, 1-1 to her now. So 1 out, nobody on. Jones brings it in here. 1-2. Oh, a little strong there on the throwback. McDonald ready to go back in here with a 1-2 count. 1-0 ball game here in the bottom half of the 4th. Both these pitchers pitching very, very well here. Hits have been and base runners have been at a premium. I mean, you've had a few base runners and both teams have threatened a little bit here, but only Shelbyville has been able to push one across. Here's the 1-2 to McDonald. Fouls it back to the screen. Stays 1-2. Run got pushed across there in the 3rd inning as it was 2 quick outs and then an error and then a big RBI single for Bass to bring the bell around for first. That's the scoring here, 1-0. Here's a 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss for the strikeout. That's out number 2. And that's strikeout number 5 here for Jones on to the afternoon. So 2 outs. That'll bring Garza to the plate. Had a foul ball into behind the plate here that was handled by Lavelle back into the 2nd inning. So that's in there for strike 1 here from Jones. Jackson will be on deck here if Garza can get on. 0-1 to her. Jones brings it high, 1-1. Garza not after going after the high one there. So with a 1-1 out, 1-1 pitch here to her comes Jones to Garza. Garza off the end of the bat goes 1-2, fouling that one back to the screen. So looking for a 1-2-3 inning here for Jones. As Garza with the 1-2 count, and that's going to be a run right there at 3rd. That is Jones. She'll come up and make a good play. 5-3 for the 3rd out. So they get no hits, they leave nobody, and no errors by the Lady Dragons. We will go to the 5th inning. It will be Harvey, Jones, and Lavelle coming to the plate when we come back right here on NetSN.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
For Matthews Realty, going above and beyond is what's expected. This is agency owner Colin Matthews. Our team of seasoned real estate professionals believe in giving their clients an advantage in any real estate transaction. Matthews Realty has a reputation of highly personalized service. Matter of fact, it's our #1 priority. From commercial and residential properties, poultry farms to beach rentals, our team works hard so you don't have to.
Call Matthews Realty 598-7800 or see their complete listings at matthewsrealty.com.
right, here we go. Ready to go to the 5th inning. It will be Harvey, Jones, and Lavelle coming to the plate. Harvey's 0 for 1. Her one time out to the plate today. She's facing Grigsby, who's pitched very, very well. 10 strikeouts, only 1 base on balls. And that is pitch number 69 right there. And it is a strike 1 here to Harvey. She's swinging through that one. 0-1 to her. Catching the outside edge now, 0-2. So 0-2 count here to Harvey. Trying to get something started here. It's 1-0 ball game, and Harvey sends that one back behind the screen. And it will stay 0-2. So 0-2 count here to Harvey. Outside. Grigsby trying to get her to go after that one. She's not going after that one. 2-1. 1-2 now the count. Top of the order will be Jones on deck here for Lady Dragons. 1-2 to Harvey. That's a shot that's going to get out, and a nice job there. Garza had a late break on it there from close to the line, and Garza comes over and makes a great basket catch here for outs number 1. Nice job there by Garza. Made a great play in the field. So Garza comes up with that one for first out. Here comes Jones to the plate. She's 0 for 2 at the plate today. Her counterpart, Grigsby, got a single and a double. So Jones see if she can get a hold of one here and help her own cause. So her team leads at 1-0. And that's going to be a little runner right off the end of the bat, and a nice job there. Easy play there for Ham. She'll make the play. And unassisted there for the first baseman for out number 2. So here comes Lavelle to the plate. She's 1 for 1, reaching on an error, scoring that 1 run for the Lady Dragons back into the 3rd inning. As Bass got a hold of one, sent it to the fence out there, and Lavelle comes around from first to score with a 1 run for the Lady Dragons. That was going to be out into right field, and they're going to get over the right fielder's head. And Lavelle going to take off and go around the second. Headed on to the 3rd. And Coach Mason's going to hold her up there, and a nice job there for the catcher. She'll be on with a triple with 2 outs. So Lavelle gets a big triple right there with 2 outs for the Lady Dragons. It's a runner in scoring position here as they lead it 1-0. And that'll bring up Bass to the plate, who drove into that run back into the 3rd. She'll step up here now with a runner down the 3rd base line. 2 outs, Grigsby. Got the first 2. And the triple by Lavelle. Here comes Bass to the plate, 1 for 1 with a base on balls. Her 2 times up. That's up high for ball 1 to her. So 1-0 now. And we got a timeout up there. Oh. We're going to put Bass on. So Bass will go on, they'll put her on first here on the automatic walk. So now they'll put runners on the corners here for the Lady Dragons. As now it will be a forced play there pretty much the way around. Bass is going to take out, and it will be Lathan coming in to run for Bass down there at first. So now runners on the corners as Lathan comes in to be the pinch runner over there at first. So runners on the corners here with 2 outs. The Lady Dragons trying to push another runner. Here comes Harley to the plate. She's 0 for 2. A couple strikeouts at the plate today in Grigsby. Looking for strikeout number 11. That's in there for the strike on. That's going to be too strong there onto the throw. And, oh, boy, I tell you what, all kinds of stuff on the base pads out there. That one got away from Grigsby on the throwback from Ham. Off the line there, off the base pad a little bit there is Lavelle. And she had to go diving back in. But Bass, I should say Lathan, is able to get over to second. And so here we go. It's a 1-0 count at the plate. Now it goes 2-0. 2-0 count. Runners now in scoring position at second and third for Lady Dragons. Swing and a miss here by Harley, and it's 2-1. With 2 outs here, Grigsby don't have to worry about those runners. See if she can get these hitter. And she's behind. 2-1. Harley gets a piece of that one now, runs it foul. It is now 2-2. So with a 2-2 count, Harley trying to get on for Snell. She's got runners in scoring position at second and third. Right back in she goes. Here we go. 2-2 pitch from Grigsby. Heads up back there. Out of play. So it stays 2-2. Hardy ready to go. Here's the 2-2 from Grigsby. Up high, going to get away. That should be enough room here for the runner to come home, and it is. And then it's thrown back into the field. Lathan going to bring it, and she should be safe at home. And it looks like she is. And the Lady Dragons are now going to take a 3-0 lead here, as Hardy will have a 3-2 count as that one gets away there, and bringing in the 1 run on the wild pitch. And then the error is going to bring the run in here by the catch. So that's the second error of the ball game here by the Timpson Lady Bears. So it is now full count here at the plate to Harley, as the base is now empty. And that's going to be the strikeout to end of the inning, but the damage gets done here as another strikeout. That's number 11, as they do get to the 1 hit and the 1 error there. And the wild pitch brings in the 2 runs here to now make it a 3-0 ball game as we get ready to go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. It will be Jackson, Grigsby, and Cruz coming to the plate when we come back right here on NetSN.
At Aurora Concepts, our team of doctors and advanced practice providers are highly trained and qualified in family medicine. We strive to provide our patients guidance towards the healthiest lifestyle possible, no matter their age. We offer a full spectrum of family medicine, including scheduled appointments, telehealth services you can do from home, and walk-in visits with no appointment. We accept all major insurances, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we also have the most competitive self-pay rates in the area. For highly trained expert care in East Texas, choose Aurora Concepts. Let us take care of you.
Your local bank is on the move with improvements to 2 locations, one on the World Wide Web. What used to be ShelbySavingsBank.com is now SSBTex.com, a more powerful and user-friendly website. And at the original Selma Street location, a new lobby to better serve you. Improvements to the corner of Shelbyville and Selma, and at the intersection of your device and the World Wide Web, it's SSB, same bank, new look.
Hardy folks back here ready to go to the bottom of the 5th. There's a couple more runs come in here to now make it a 3-0 ball game for the Lady Dragons, as that error brought in that second run, the wild pitch, and then the error brings in the 2 runs here. It's good running there by Lathan from second base. She comes in here now to make it a 3-0 ball game. It will be Jackson, Grigsby, and Cruz coming to the plate here against Jones. Jones, through her 4 innings of work, has thrown 70 pitches, 5 strikeouts, 3 base on balls. She's given up the 3 hits and no runs so far, and now her team has a 3-0 lead and will face Jackson, who's 0 for 1 at the plate here to start the bottom half of the 5th inning. Jackson ready to go, steps in, swing and a miss. Both these teams are in the playoffs, but definitely want to get the higher seed. That's what they're playing for here. Second and third place here. So Jackson's 0-1. That's going to be a little runner right back there to Jones. She'll make the play. 1-3, out number 1. Top of the order will be Grigsby. Grigsby's had a great day at the plate and out there into the circle today. She's got a single and a double, so she's 2 for 2 at the plate today. And it started off the first and the third with the big hits. Trying to get something going there for her team, and that's catching the outside edge there for Stirac 1 here from Jones. 0-1 to her. Cruz on deck for Lady Bears. 0-1 to Grigsby. Outside corner now, 0-2. Taylor Jones looking to heat it up as she had a 1-2-3 inning there in the 4th. We got the leadoff hitter here now looking to get ahead of Grigsby. She's ahead 0-2. That one's outside, 1-2 now the count to her. Grigsby, like I said, not only doing well at the plate, but she's throwing well in the circle too. She's 11 strikeouts on the afternoon, only giving up the 3 hits and the 3 runs. That's going to be a shot, never got out into right field, and good to the right fielder. McDonald overstepped it, so on her way to second, and she's going to hold up there with her second double here for Grigsby. And Grigsby, with 1 out, gets herself into scoring position here as the Lady Bears are trying to push one across here into the 5th inning. They threatened there into the first, threatened a little bit there in the second, or make that the third. So here they are in the 5th, trailing at 3-0. As Cruz comes to the plate, she's 1 for 2. And runner scoring position there, ready to go against Jones here into the 5th. Cruz with a long fly ball out to center her last time up in the 3rd. That's going to be a shot. It gets underneath Snell's glove, and it's going to get past Lawson as it takes a crazy bounce. And Lawson, that's going to be a run coming in here as Grigsby comes in to score to make it 3-1. As it will be a single for Cruz. She'll go to second and then take it in, and it's going to be an error. First error of the ball game here by the Lady Dragons, and that will put runners now at second base. Only 1 out. And Stewart comes to the plate here. Ball 1 to her. 1 out, runner scoring position over at second here for Lady Bears. They now make it a 3-1 ball game. Stewart 0 for 2 at the plate, steps in with a 1-0 count. Pitch on the way, up high, 2-0. Pitch number 80 on the afternoon there for Taylor Jones. 2-0 to Stewart. I can bring in another run here with a base knock. Here's the pitch. Up on the inside, goes 3-0. Oh, he called that a strike. 2-1, sorry. That's up outside. Now that's 3-1. There we go. Stewart. Right back in, 3-1 from Jones. Ball 4, runners now at first and second. As Jones with base on balls number 4 on the afternoon. Only 1 out here is the Bears. Traded at 3-0 coming into this inning. Now traded at 3-1, have runners at first and second. Here comes Ham to the plate, who's 0 for 1 with a base on balls. Her 2 times up. Swinging and a miss here, 0-1 to her. So 0-1 count here is Ham. Steps in here, got Stewart over at first. Up high outside, 1-1. Cornelius on deck here. If Ham can get on here with only 1 out. And the Bears. That's going to be a hot shot right there, and it should be a double play, and a nice job there by the second baseman, Harley, who makes the snag onto the line drive. And going to catch Stewart on the 4-3 as she's leading off the bag for out number 3. So they will get the
3, your Timpson Bears 1. Sorry that
3-1 ball game going in here as we go to the 6th inning. It will be Snell, Lawson, and Jones coming to the plate here when we come back here on that NetSN.
Sparky D's Bargain Store. Who are we? We're an online auction store. You'll find us on Facebook only. We're located in Center, Texas. Check us out as we have auctions going on right now. It's Sparky D's Bargain Store, an online auction store that can save you lots of money. Go check out our page, bid on items you like, and save yourself a lot of money. It's Sparky D's Bargain Store, Facebook only, located in Center. At Sparky D's Bargain Store, we'll save you more.
Covington Lumber and Building Supplies is in the capable hand of a 3rd generation of Covingtons. For shingles for your roof, to carpet for your floors, to Farrell Calhoun paint for the walls, bathroom fixtures, and everything in between, Covington's has it, as well as all the lumber you can shake a stick at.
lumber for your home, or for other fun projects. You find it all at Covington's.
Your hometown sponsors include Bird Forestry, keeping things natural, Pizzeria, the taste of a generation, TNR Steaks and More, and Granny B Snow Cones.
Alrighty, folks, here, let's see what we do. Do we run out of juice on the camera? We may have. Looks like that's what happened, so we'll there we go. Sorry, folks. Have to change the battery out whenever we come up to the next one. So here we go to the sixth inning. It will be Snell 0 for 2 at the plate today. First one she sees over in foul ground. It'll get out of play for a long strike to Snell here in the sixth. And it's 0-1 to her. Grigsby pitching very, very well through her 5 innings of work. Has thrown 85 pitches, 11 strikeouts, 1 base on balls, 4 hits, 3 runs. Her team has 2 errors behind her. She's 0-1 to Snell. Outside, 1-1 now. 3-1 ball game here. Playoff seeding ball game. 1-1 to Snell. Sends that one back to behind the screen. It's now 1-2. One, 2 to Snell. Pitch on the way. That's in there for a call. Steve-Rack 3 rung her up. Out number 1. And a strikeout number 12 here for Grigsby on the afternoon. Pitching great into the circle here today. The wild pitch. And error by her catcher. In that last inning brought in a couple runs. So here comes Lawson to the plate. She's 0 for 2. Ball 1 to her. Went over to Lawson. Pitch on the way here from Grigsby. Outside now 2-0. Pitch number 90 on the afternoon for Grigsby. She's still looking very well there in the circle. Another inning to go here. Heads up behind us there, fouling that one back. 2-1. Two-one to her. And Lawson ready to go. Here's the pitch. Ooh, just missing with that one. And it goes 3-1. So the 3-1 count with Jones on the deck, Lawson back in. Here's the pitch. Sends that one way back. Runs the count full. So now a cool full count here to Corey Lawson. Grigsby. Bringing it up high outside. Ball 4. Only the second base on balls given up here today by Grigsby. So lead off. Oh. So runner now at first here for the Lady Dragons. That'll bring Jones to the plate. Jones is 1 for 2 with a double and a strikeout here 2 times at the plate. Had a double back in the 4th. And she'll stand up here with her team up 3-1, 1 out, and a runner on. That's a strike there from Grigsby. Chambers on deck here with 1 out for Lady Dragons. Jones squares around the bunt. I'm going to lay it down and lays down a beautiful bunt out in front. And it goes over the top of the glove of Ham to Ham. And going to get all the way down into the far corner there in the right field. And that's going to be a run coming around here. Lawson's going to come around from first. 3rd error of the ball game here as Jones gets the single. She'll go over to 3rd. One of the 2nd error of the 3rd error of the ball game here for the Lady Bears. That's just unfortunate. Right off the top of the glove there from ham to ham. The runners will now be onto the corners for Lady Dragons. And will now be a 4-1 ball game. So Chambers comes to the plate. Okay. So I'm lost here, okay. With only one out, we got Jones back at the plate. Lawson goes back to first. Now they'll get Jones over at first on the 1-3. Kind of confused on why they brought everybody back. I don't know what happened. That one got away. Was it a foul ball or something? I'm not for sure. But anyway, okay. So anyway, Jones is going to be out for out number 2. We'll get this fixed here. On the 1-3, out number 2. Lawson now moves over to second. She reached on a base on balls. So she'll be over there. So now here comes Chambers to the plate. She's 0 for 2. Runners will be at the second base now for the Lady Dragons. As Coach Brewster's going to come out here and have a chat. As there are now 2 outs. Runner over at second. Okay. I think basically what happened was Jones ended up around the Lawson somewhere in there, and they just called a no play, a dead play. And that put the ball way out. I just kind of confusion right there, but they got everything resettled back up, and so they put Lawson back over at first. Jones came back to the plate. Now Jones hits a ground out for the second out. It stays 3-1 here. So it stays 3-1. At the plate is Chambers. She's 0 for 2. Runner scoring position over at second. And tries to slap bunt that one on. And a strike one on the foul ball. Okay, I think we got it kind of figured out here now. I hope. Harvey on deck here as Chambers down 0-1. 3-1 ball game here into the top half of the 6th inning. Lady Dragons with the lead. Chambers at the plates. Trying to move the runner off a second here with 2 outs. Grigsby pitching very well today, ready to go here. Catching the outside edge. And it goes 0-2 to Chambers at the plate. So looking for that strikeout number 13 on the afternoon here. Chambers looking to get a hold of one, see if she can bring the runner around. She's 0 for 2 at the plate today. So 0-2 to Chambers. Here's the pitch. Slapped it down the third baseline. That's going to be a foul ball. Blue got a little bit of dirt slapped in his eyes there. Hopefully he's going to be okay. See if we can get the Blue some water to help clean out his eyes there a little bit there. All right, so gives us a chance here to kind of talk about a little bit about what we got going on here. Coming up here tomorrow, we're going to cover these two teams, except we're going to be in baseball. We're going to go to Shelbyville, as it'll be the final regular season game there for the Shelbyville Dragons. It will be Shelbyville and Timpson tomorrow. Shelbyville trying to hold on to what right now is that second place position right behind Garrison. I think Garrison has wrapped up their season, so that could force one more game here. Timpson trying to find their way into the number 4 spot. And it could end up being a playoff game here between Timpson and Garrison as those teams split the season here. That was a great game, I understand, in Garrison the other night where the Garrison Bulldogs were able to pull out a 1-0 win. The Shelbyville Dragons got a come from behind a late win there in the bottom of the 7th the other night in Shelbyville to win that game. So kind of split that series. So what a great series that is between those two teams. Coming to the end of the season here as we're in the last end of the season here for both softball and baseball coming up here. All right, so good to see got that dirt out of the eyes, and a good job there by the Timpson crews. They had some eye wash, which is good. So here we go. Chambers is down 0-2 as she steps back in here. Grigsby pitch number 100. This will be pitch number 101. She's got 12 strikeouts, 2 base on balls. Only giving up to 4 hits here today and the 3 runs. Here's the pitch outside. It's 1-2. Good job there by Ham. Keeping that in front of her. She keeps the runner, Lawson, over at second. So 1-2 to Chambers as she comes back in the lefty. And Grigsby to the plate. And that's low, running the count even now, 2-2. So the 2-2 count to her. Chambers right back in. That's in there for a call. Steerack 3. The ringer up right there, and the strikeout number 13 on of the afternoon. So that'll do it there, as it was no hits and a 1 left on, but the 1 error for the Lady Bears. We can't really call that the error because nothing really happened on that play, right? So we're not going to call the error right there. We'll say 0 errors there, so there we go. All right, so we will go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. It will be Cornelius, Ham, McDonald when we come back here on NetSN.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
There's never been a better time to give yourself a great night's sleep than now with Blake Furniture's mattress clearance sale. For a limited time, choose any of our luxurious Serenity Sleep complete sets and pay only the price of a mattress. You heard right. Buy a Serenity Sleep mattress and get the box spring absolutely free. Combine our already low prices with this offer, and you won't find a better deal in East Texas on a quality set of bedding. With Blake Furniture's fast delivery and easy in-store financing, you can't afford to miss another great night's rest with Serenity Sleep bedding.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here. Had to do a couple things and ready to go here to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Cornelius comes up. She's 0 for 1, reaching on a fielder's choice. First pitch she sees is ball number 1 here from Taylor Jones. So we'll get the scoreboard right for you as well. Got that camera. Battery swapped out. That's going to be a runner right there at the third, and a nice job there as Jones to Bass on the 5-3 for out number 1.
Now batting number 3, Taylor Ham.
So Ham comes to the plate here. She's got an 0 for 1 and a base on balls her 2 times at the plate today. 1 out, nobody on. 3-1 ball game here. Shelbyville Lady Dragons with the lead. Ham steps up here, ready to go against Taylor Jones. And that's ball 1 to her. One and 0, McDonald on deck. 1 out to Cornelius. That's in there for a strike call, 1-1. Pitch number 90 on the afternoon here for Taylor Jones. First baseman Ham ready to go here with the 1-1 from Jones. That's a little runner, and that'll be fouled down the third base line. 1-2. Second and third place on the line here between these two teams. 1 run into the third, 2 into the 5th for the Lady Dragons, 1 in the 5th for Lady Bears. Here has been the scoring so far. Ham back in with a 1-2 count. Jones bringing it. Ooh. Oh, first base umpire says she did go for the strikeout, and that's out number 2. Strikeout number 6. Blue at the plate says no, didn't really see it, and the first base umpire says she went. So here comes McDonald to the plate, 0 for 1 with a sacrifice bunt. 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom 6, here's the pitch on the way. Low ball 1 from Jones. Went on to McDonald. Up high outside, 2-0. 2-0 count to her. McDonald doesn't waste any time. Right back into the box. She goes swinging and a miss. It's now 2-1. Garza on deck. If McDonald can get on here for Lady Bears, looking to get something going here with 2 outs. Swinging and a miss here to McDonald. Oh, it's 2-2. Jones gets McDonald to get that one. Then end up getting down on the right field side. It'll be a single here as McDonald finds a nice placement down of the right field line for the single.
Number 14, Garza.
So Garza comes to the plate here with 2 outs and a man on here in the 6th inning. Garza 0 for 2 at the plate today. It's going to be Ford out there running for pinch running for McDonald. So Ford will be over there now at first. Pinch runner here with 2 outs. Stepping in here is Garza. 0 for 2 at the plate for the left fielder. Made a great play there. She kind of had a late jump there, but she came in and made a great basket catch here for an out earlier in this game. Good job there by Garza. So she's in here with 0-2 counts. Or 0-2 at the plate. She'll run that one out there, and it's a little flip. 4-6 to get the lead out. Or 3rd out. So that'll do it here at the end of the 6th inning as they get 1 hit. They leave 1 and no errors here by the Lady Dragons. They only have 1 error on the afternoon. We will go to the 7th inning. It will be Harvey, Jones, and Lavelle when we come back right here on a Net as in.
Father, for lunch today, I would like a salad.
Father, for lunch, I'd like one of those American cheeseburgers.
I'm a vegetarian.
Cheeseburger. That's what I need.
Father.
Ice cream.
Oh, when everyone in your family thinks they're royalty, take them someplace where they could all get something good. Dairy Queen.
Your local bank is on the move with improvements to 2 locations, one on the World Wide Web. What used to be ShelbySavingsBank.com is now SSBTex.com, a more powerful and user-friendly website. And at the original Selma Street location, a new lobby to better serve you. Improvements to the corner of Shelbyville and Selma, and at the intersection of your device and the World Wide Web, it's SSB, same bank, new look.
So many things get started at Pizzeria. You start your party off with a pizza from the pizzeria. You get your celebration started. You get your season started. For a lot of us, our passion with pizza started at the Pizzeria, a tradition since 1960s. It's the Pizzeria just off the square in Center.
And we're back here to start to the 7th inning. Harvey comes up. She's 0 for 2 at the plate today. First pitch she sees, fouls it off, and it's an 0-1 count. Grigsby pitching very well. Back out here for the 7th inning through 6 innings of work. 104 pitches, 13 strikeouts, 2 base on balls, 4 hits, and 3 runs. Her team has 2 hits or 2 errors behind her. Grigsby pitching high outside. 1-1 to the number 9 hitter, center fielder Harvey. Here in the top of the 7th. 3-1 Lady Dragons with the lead. Jones will be on deck here. Harvey taken. 2-1. Two 1 to Harvey. She steps right back in. Grigsby sends it. That's a high fly ball over here on the left side. And a nice job there in the foul ground by Cruz. Comes over and makes the play. And that's out number 1.
Number 7, Taylor Jones.
So Taylor Jones comes to the plate here. Jones 0 for 3 at the plate today. 1 out, nobody on. Ball 1 to her. One to Jones. Now 1-1 to count. Catching that outside edge there. Jones with a 1-1 count. Lavelle will be on deck. Jones can get on. Swinging the ball, miss, and Jones out in front of that one. It's 1-2. So 1-2 count. Jones ready to go. Grigsby bringing it. Hot shot right there at the shorts. Coming up with it there. Stewart. It's going to be a thrown away into foul ground. And turning the corner there is Jones. She'll head to second. So Jones with the single. Reaches second on the air. Third error of the ball game here by the Lady Bears. They'll put a runner now over at second. Only one out as Lady Dragons can play a little add-on here as Lavelle steps up here. She's 2 for 2, reaching on an error, scoring a couple of runs today. And the catcher standing in here trying to bring in another one. And that was going to be a runner to just get past Grigsby. And it is kicked there by Stewart, and everybody's going to be safe. As Lavelle on with her third hit of the ball game, and that puts runners on the corners. As a nice job there by Stewart. She tried to pick it up, but she kicks it over towards second and doesn't get picked up there. So now runners on the corners with only one out. And that'll bring Bass to the plate. Bass is 1 for 1 with 2 base on balls. Her 3 times at the plate today. Has runners in scoring position now at first and third. With only one out. Grigsby. Ready to go now here against Bass, who steps in ready to go. First pitch to her as the Dragons try to play a little add-on right here in the top of the 7th. Leading at 3-1 right now. That's in there for a strike. 0-1 to her. Good pitch there for Grigsby. Stolen base, getting down to second. Second stolen base of the day here for the Lady Dragons, as it's an 0-1 count here after the plate. Bass ready to go. Grigsby. Now ready, here's the pitch. Up high outside, 1-1. Sun going down a little bit here, cooling off here in Cushing this evening. So it's now 1-1 count here to Bass. Runners on the corners for Lady Dragons. Leading at 3-1. It's a shot, and it's going to get past Stewart, and it'll get into a left field. And Garza kicks it and then trips up at the third. Tripped up going into third is Lavelle. And she tries to turn the corner there, but the one run does come in as Jones comes in to score. As Bass with the single, the RBI single. And now runners will be on the corners once again here. Still only one out. Another run comes in, make it 4-1. Runner now. On the corners here for Lady Dragons as Bass is now standing over there at first. Harley will be coming to the plate. Harley coming to the plate. She's 0 for 3 here. Runners in at the corners for Lady Dragons, now leading at 4-1. And only one out. So Harley coming to the plate here. Ready to go against Grigsby. Harley ready. Squaring around, trying to put it up a bunt. And it'll be fouled off for 0-1 count. Bass at first. Lavelle over at third. Lavelle probably would have came in and scored there as Garza wasn't able to handle the ball there in the field, but Lavelle trips over the bag coming around third, so he had to stay there. So 0-1 to Harley. That's up high outside. It'll go 1-1 to her. So with a 1-1 count, Harley ready to go against Grigsby here. Grigsby approaching 120 pitches. That was going to be run right back out there. And they're going to get a job there by Grigsby. And runs right back out there to the pitcher. So the pitcher, as Harley gets on a fielder's choice. Bass will now go to second. Lavelle will be out coming here on the unassisted by the pitcher for outs number 2. So 2 outs. Runners will now be at first and second. And that will be Snell. First pitch she sees is outside for ball number 1. So she's 1-0 at the plate.
Will you please turn off your headlights? Please turn off your headlights.
1-0 to Snell at the plate here. She's 0 for 3. And runners at first and second here for Lady Dragons, now leading at 4-1. Quick snap down to first by Ham to Ham, and it's outside for a 2-0 count at the plate. So with a 2-0 count to her, Snell will stand right back in here. 4-1 Lady Dragons here in the top of the 7th now. Trying to put together another run or two here before the bottom. Snell sends that one back to the screen. It's now 2-1. Grigsby, a lot of pitches here today. That's 121 on the afternoon. 13 strikeouts, 2 base on balls. 7 hits so far. Swing and a miss. It's now 2-2. I'm trying to get the hitter here, get out of this inning and see if the Lady Bears get those bats working. Another run has come across here in the 7th. 2-2 to Snell. Swing and a miss for the strikeout, and that'll end it here into the 7th for the 3rd out, and that is strikeout number 14 on the afternoon here for Grigsby. So we will go to the bottom of the 7th. It will be Jackson, Grigsby, and Cruz come to the plate. It's a 4-1 ball game here in Cushing, as we got the bottom of the 7th coming up here on NetSN.
At Aurora Concepts, our team of doctors and advanced practice providers are highly trained and qualified in family medicine. We strive to provide our patients guidance towards the healthiest lifestyle possible, no matter their age. We offer a full spectrum of family medicine, including scheduled appointments, telehealth services you can do from home, and walk-in visits with no appointment. We accept all major insurances, including Medicaid and Medicare, and we also have the most competitive self-pay rates in the area. For highly trained expert care in East Texas, choose Aurora Concepts. Let us take care of you.
Center Motor Company. From whatever angle you look at it, you see Ford. Ford trucks, SUVs like the Bronco, and iconic cars like the Mustang. A legacy managed by Kevin Jones and created by Ray Jones. Center Motor Company on Hurst Street in Center.
Alrighty, folks, we are back here as we get ready to go to the bottom half of the 7th. The Lady Dragons 3 outs away from a victory here to take the number 2 spot into this district, and the Lady Bears have a lot to say about it. They still have 3 outs to go here at the bottom of the 7th. Try to cut into this 4-1 lead. It'll be Jackson step to the plate here against Jones. Jones, through her 6 innings of work, has thrown 98 pitches, 7 strikeouts, or make that 6 strikeouts, 4 base on balls. She's got up to 6 hits and the 1 run. First pitch to Jones is outside for ball number 1. Jones 0 for 2 at the plate today. Trying to get something started here in the bottom of the 7th for the Lady Bears. So 1-0 to Jackson. Foul ball. 1-1 now. So the 1-1 count. Jackson ready to go. Oh, it was 0-2. My apologies, folks. So that's a strikeout, out number 1. Strikeout number 7 on the afternoon here for a Taylor. So here comes the Grigsby to the plate. She's 3 for 3. 2 doubles and a single, scoring a run her 3 times at the plate today. So stepping up here to see if she can help her own cause with 1 out, nobody on. So Grigsby ready to go. Jones brings it up high outside, ball 1 to her. Grigsby. Outside, now 2-0 to her. Taylor Jones knowing how tough of a hitter Grigsby is. Trying not to make sure she doesn't get anything to hit. With one out, nobody on, 2-0 to her from Jones. Outside, 3-0. Grigsby trying to get on here. Her team down 3 runs. Pitched very well. That's a shot right there at the second, but right to Harley. And Harley's going to come up and make a 4-3 for out number 2. So 1 out away here are the Lady Dragons from that number 2 seed here today. So here comes Cruz to the plate. Cruz is 2 for 3 at the plate today. Single, double, fly out her 3 times up, 2 outs, nobody on. And the last out here to the plate for Lady Bears. Jones to the plate. Steve Reich 1 to her. Coming up, folks, we'll do a short Wiggins Farm post-game show and wrap this thing up. Get you ready for tomorrow night's game. We'll be in Shelbyville for baseball between Timpson and Shelbyville. 1-1 when that one's high there from Jones. That game will be at 6 o'clock. May have some Wednesday baseball for you as well, just depending on how the playoffs come around. We'll find out tomorrow. 1-1 to Cruz. Swing and a miss now, 1-2. The Lady Bears now down to their final strike. The Dragons look to take that number 2 position here. And it would be Timpson number 3, Joaquin number 4. 1-2 to Cruz. Ooh. That one got away from her. It's now 2-2. Pitch number 110 here for Taylor Jones. Up high. And that'll make it a full count now, 3-2. 110 here for Jones. 124 for Grigsby through her 7. 6 2/3 for Jones, 110 as far as pitch count goes. Cruz, full count to her. Staying alive, 3-2. So full count here to Cruz, trying to keep this thing going here for Lady Bears. Stewart will be on deck if she can get on. Here's the pitch from Jones. Out of play. Cruz steadily looking. So Cruz staying alive here. Back to a full count, 3-2. 2 outs, nobody on. Cruz in. Jones trying to finish it up for her team. Shot left side, foul ball. So 3-2. This will be the 9th pitch at the bat here for Cruz. She's up here battling, trying to extend this game for the Lady Bears. Ham on deck here, catcher. Stewart steps back in. 0 for 2 is Ham, and a base on balls. That's low for a base on balls here. So we got a runner on. That is a 5th base on balls given up here today.
Now batting, number 10.
By Jones. Puts a runner over at first. So with 2 outs, here comes Stewart to the plate. She's over 2 with the base on balls, her 3 times up. And we'll now have a runner over at first. Jones bringing it up high, ball 1. Lady Bears looking for that 2-out rally going on right now with a 1-0 count to Stewart. She steps right back in, looking to connect here outside, 2-0. So Stewart will be ready to go once again. Here's the 2-0 pitch to her. It's a shot left side, out of play, 2-1. Thanks to that 9 pitch at bat there, by Cruz. Getting close to 120 herself is Taylor Jones as we got a timeout onto the field. As going down to chat with Coach Brewster is Stewart down the third base line. So 2-1 count to her. At the plate with 2 outs. Got to run her over at first. 4-1 here in the bottom of the 7th as the Bears trying to stay alive here. See if they can find a way to get a few runs and take that number 2 seed away from the Dragons here. The Dragons looking for that win to get that number 2 seed. So here we go as the conversation over. Stewart back in, 2-1 count to her. Pitch from Jones. Swing and a miss for the strike. It's now 2-2. So the 2-2 count. Cruz worked full count there. The hitter before Stewart. Worked that walk. Outside. So now the count full. Okay, I had my counts off. Okay, so count's full now, 3-2. That one is sky high off the left side, and it's a foul ball. So the count remains full, 3-2. Another good at-bat here by the Bears. 7th pitch at the at-bat here for Stewart. She steps in here with a payoff pitch once again from Jones on the way. Call Steerack 3 to ring her up for the 3rd out. And that'll do it here as a strikeout. And that will be a 4-1 victory for the Shelbyville Dragons over the Timpson Lady Bears here this afternoon. And that'll do it here. And this one as they get no hits, and they do leave one on. And we're going to take a short break here, folks, and then we'll come back and we'll have our Wiggins Farm post-game show. Wrap this one up here. Lady Dragons get the win here. They'll take the number 2 seed. Beckville, Shelbyville, Timpson, and Joaquin are your 1 through 4 in this district. We'll be right back.
The Wiggins Farms post-game show also brings you Elite Hair Design. Find them on Foster Street. Carrie Wiggins and her staff use only elite products to turn out ladies with elite hair design.
For Matthews Realty, going above and beyond is what's expected. This is agency owner Colin Matthews. Our team of seasoned real estate professionals believe in giving their clients an advantage in any real estate transaction. Matthews Realty has a reputation of highly personalized service. Matter of fact, it's our #1 priority. From commercial and residential properties, poultry farms to beach rentals, our team works hard so you don't have to.
Call Matthews Realty 598-7800 or see their complete listings at matthewsrealty.com.
All righty, folks, back here to wrap this up on the Wiggins Farm post-game show. Let's do this for you. It is 4 runs for the Shelbyville Dragons. They had 7 hits. They left 7, had 1 error onto the ball game. 1 run, 6 hits, 7 left, and 3 errors for the Lady Bears of Timpson here this afternoon. And I'm going to pick a player of the game. I'm going to have to go with it's going to have to be a coin toss here. It could be either Bass or Lavelle. I think I'm going to go with the catcher Lavelle out there. She had a great game. She caught a great game behind the dish as well for the Lady Dragons. So Carsey Lavelle, she'll be our player of the game here, brought to us by Center Motor Company. Great job of pitching by both of these pitchers here as well. Couldn't ask for better pitching for both Coach Brewster and Coach Mason here, as the winning pitcher is going to be Taylor Jones. She went with 7 full innings. She threw 121 pitches. She had 8 strikeouts, 5 base on balls. She gave up the 6 hits and the 1 run. Great game by Grigsby as well, as she threw 124 pitches. She had 14 strikeouts, 2 base on balls, 7 hits, and her team had 3 errors there in behind her. But a great game was in this playoff seeding game here, and the win goes to the Lady Dragons of Shelbyville. So it will be Beckville #1, Shelbyville #2, Timpson #3, and Joaquin will be the #4 team here in this district as we get ready for playoff time here for the softball. We'll be ready to go tomorrow evening, as it will be Timpson and Shelbyville. Into Shelbyville as we go to the baseball side of things. Coming up, what's up, man? How you doing? All right. So as we go to the baseball things, coming up here tomorrow, we'll be in Shelbyville. As we can see Geechee Mathis come up here and say hi to us as from the Shelbyville Dragons. So we'll be in Shelbyville tomorrow for baseball. Then on Wednesday, we'll either be doing softball playoffs or we'll be in St. Augustine for some more baseball. That's going to wrap it up here today, folks. Hope everyone has an awesome, blessed, and wonderful evening, as it's a win here for the Shelbyville Lady Dragons, 4-1 over Timpson. We'll see you tomorrow night in Shelbyville for some baseball action right here on NetSN. Hope everyone has an awesome, blessed, wonderful night. God bless America. God bless our troops. And God bless each and every one of you. We'll be out of here, folks. We will see you tomorrow for more here on NetSN.
Three-point shot.
It's a powering shot, baby.
Red Horse takes it to the house.
This has been a presentation of the Rough Rider broadcast team, brought to you by Watlington and Shires Productions.